Like TeddyGrey on stuff, whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
Buone ma shqipe Persian Detti e Mersheveni to TeddyGrey on stuff 2-day Buta, Ago, Terapi. So I'm guessing that's therapy. No, in fact I know it is because I've heard it on MC Gresha songs before. I'm pretty sure we spoke about it on Era. Anyway, without further ado, please like, comment, subscribe. I do have the English translations. Thanks very much to Gentoro. And let's go. It's Buta, so you know it's going to be a bang. The little string already. Let's go.
S'pomën sen mu dashnia, lut na mirë, mu kon familja. Shqyr zotit po anë ekipa, porët jën terapi, bro. Porët jën terapi, bro. Porët jën terapi, bro. Porët jën terapi, bro. Porët jën...
So for those of you that aren't Albanian, he's basically saying money is therapy. It's therapy, bro. That's basically what he's saying, like just to bury down the point. But firstly, Buta said, I don't need love, I pray for my family to be okay. Kind of strikes me like that Kendrick Lamar Feel song, where he was like, who's gonna pray for me? Do you know what I mean? Because I'm busy giving out prayers, giving out miracles to everybody else. So who's gonna pray for me? Do you know what I mean? I don't pray for me, I pray for my family to be okay. Let's go. I'm guessing that's the hook too. Fire.
S'pomën sen mu dashnia, lut na mirë, mu kon familja. Shqyr zotit po anë ekipa, porët jën terapi, bro. Porët jën terapi, bro. Porët jën terapi, bro. Porët jën terapi, bro. Porët jën terapi. Mirë ata që jën simpa tu hargju shumë lek për këto dhipa. Veç që dikush tjetër mi qik këto, po qa me bo që s'pedim, bro. Mirë ata që jën sniqa, punojnë për...
When they say therapy, like this is scholar level game that Buta's spitting. Already. These poor simps spending so much money on these girls just so another guy can have sex with them. That's so crazy. He's probably talking about these OnlyFans girls who guys are pumping their money into, and these women, they're making thousands, just average, bang average women making thousands. Because 5 guys from each and every guy, that money adds up. Do you know what I mean? But these guys are spending money on these women just so some other guy can have sex with them. Because these guys that are giving these girls money, these girls aren't doing anything for them. Not doing anything for them. Not really. These men need to understand. Stop putting money in these hoes' pockets.
Porët jën terapi, bro. Porët jën terapi. Mirë ata që jën simpa tu hargju shumë lek për këto dhipa. Veç që dikush tjetër mi qik këto, po qa me bo që s'pedim, bro. Mirë ata që jën sniqa, punojnë për shteti shpa rog. Akne jën brog, kanë qef me t'potur on tok, kanë qef me qkel, kanë qef me t'pshel. Lutën për neve me fail, po lutën për neve me ro. Poka mu po kur vje koha u blutit e dora, 11.000 euro me posa o ora. Fendi jën syzat e qurat, bodega Veneta janë syzat e dilit. Kesh dhe infirenz vesh me hongër linguini. Amo kur gjos më...
Brev, Hublot on the wrist, it's 11 grand just to check the time. That's different living. That's different living. 11 grand just to check the time. Ugh. I spent like £70 on a watch and thought I was balling. I mean, to the average guy, you know, £70 on a watch, that's a lot of money, do you know what I mean? I promise, with all the money I ever make from YouTube, from any other venture, I'm still going to be the same guy wearing the same hats and the same clothes. I could never be that guy. And he's talking about these people that spend their money on things that don't matter, that spend their time around people that don't matter, that do things to impress people that don't matter. Whether in the moment or ultimately, they just don't matter. Let's go.
Porët jën terapi, bro. Porët jën terapi. Mirë ata që jën simpa tu hargju shumë lek për këto dhipa. Veç që dikush tjetër mi qik këto, po qa me bo që s'pedim, bro. Mirë ata që jën sniqa, Punojnë për shteti shpa rrug, akne jëm brug. Kan qef me t'potur on tuk, kan qef me t'shkel, kan qef me t'pshel. Lutën për neve me fail, po lutën për neve me ro. Po ka mu po kur vje koha u blutit e dora. 11.000 euro me posa o ora. Fendi jën syzat e gjurat, bodega Veneta jën syzat e didit. Kesh dhe Firenze vesh me hongër linguini. Amët kur gjos mo anoj mu e dhimtën. Hylu ta zotit me maru familjen. Jeta o kur, nuk po ma jep mo. Ndrojsh ha dikur, as gjumi s'po mzemo. S'po m'vyn sen.
I knew they were just gonna, well, I say I knew. I can read the lyrics, like, pre-read them, so I knew that it was coming anyway, but even just from the feel, like, he slowed down then towards the end. He's really talking on therapeutic things, like things that you would talk about in therapy, do you know what I mean? Guy said, I went to Venice just to eat linguine, but nothing is stopping my pain. Like, he's talking about the Hublot watch, he's talking about money as therapy, but is it though? Because even though he's spending all of this money, he's making all of this money, he's putting it back into the economy, flying all around the world with it, he's still got pain in his heart, so the money isn't solving anything. The money isn't therapy, even though people tell you that, which is probably why they're repeating it so much in the hook, you know? And he also said, life is a bitch, but she's not giving it to me now. So you know how when you and your woman are arguing, there's no sex. It's the same thing. Like, life is a bitch and she's not giving it to me. Because life is, it seems like it's repeatedly kicking me down. I keep arguing with the laws of life, like, why are you doing this to me? Do you know what I mean? Mad. I used to dream, now I can't even sleep. I used to dream, now I can't even sleep. Even if you're to break that down, like, I used to dream of, like, big things. And now that I have these big things, I can't even sleep. So I don't have dreams anymore. And if I'm not having dreams, I'm either having nightmares or I'm not even remembering what I'm dreaming about. I'm just passive. Mad. That whole verse was brilliant. Well done. Well done. Such a short amount of time to impress as well. And he does it.
Sen mu dashnia, lutna mirë, mu kon familja. Shqyr zotit po an ekipa. Parët jën terapi, bro. Parët jën terapi, bro. Parët jën terapi, bro. Parët jën terapi, bro. Parët jën terapi. Tjetër sen sorën sijo, sa për pare na dhe nuk shio.
I almost wasn't looking at that.
S'mon me m'taku qati kur rion. Ka një ashtrina për nuk mëj me flejt. Dal pi cigare balkon me mëngjes. Jeta o kurv, jeta sofer. Lutna që nesërën mos mu një njejt. I kam të shok ashtu nga për pare. Edhe do t'jem të këqyr për dritare. Plët shpijuna ta bënë në kale.
That's mad. Like, I love it within rap especially, because it's done quite a lot. People say things without actually saying them. So Ago or Ago just said, I go to light a cigarette on the balcony in the morning. Life is a bitch, life is not fair. I pray that I don't feel the same tomorrow. I have some friends outside chasing money and some others watching through a window. Like, within that, he said that he's got friends in prison for thinking that money is therapy and doing anything they can to make that money. So, and now they're just looking through a window. Do you know what I mean? They're looking out at it, at everything, because they tried to accomplish a dream by any means necessary and ended up locked inside for it. Damn. I have a lot of friends that that's happened to. A lot of friends that got out, a lot of friends that got out and went back in, a lot of friends that got out and turned their life around. You know, there's a lot of us. It's weird what the system does to you though, you know? People intake it differently. But these guys are telling you, before you even have to do that, money is not therapy.
Kryna puna desnijëm, s'mon me m'taku qati kur rion. Ka një ashtrina për nuk mëj me flejt. Dal pi cigare balkon me mëngjes. Jeta o kurv, jeta sofer. Lutna që nesërën mos mu një njejt. I kam të shok ashtu nga për pare. Edhe do t'jem të këqyr për dritare. Plët shpijuna ta bënë në kale. Tëng të dhipa pak pën vjet mare. Thesi kazëm veç kësë mrijet. Thirli thatsëm veç kësë mrijet. Asoja prisha shminkat e ftyrës. Se ma shëm pëlqen kër nuk lyjet. Trep gjithëm timën dhe tyve javnova një kale dhe një cicaltijës. Shumë rahat jem të një bro, zë truma familje. Se vete rruj shpinën e ftyrën. S'pon vyn sen mu dashni.
Bro, both of those verses, they had like intricate lines within them. Rhyme schemes all fit up nicely, all the syllables in the right place. There's no overstretching of anything. That's very good from both artists. Now, I don't think I've heard anything from Ago or Ago before. Maybe I've heard him in a feature, but I've not really heard him like this, I can say, if I have heard him, because he clearly wasn't rememberable, sick English, clearly wasn't memorable enough for me to remember him now, do you know what I mean? Even like the tonage in his voice, when he's saying, terapi, bro, you can hear like there's like a crack in his voice, do you know what I mean? I like stuff like that because it's like, when you hear it, you're like, okay, that's that guy. Even if somebody sounds similar, that little crack in the voice is like, okay, that separates him from the other guys, do you know what I mean? It's different, I like that stuff. But at the end there, he's saying, I light up the gas only when I'm bored. I call up thoughts only when I'm bored. Like, they're basically saying that the money is not therapy. I need to go and get a glass of water. Okay, not doing it now, we're at the end of the song. But yeah, they're basically saying that money is not therapy. Even though they're saying money is therapy, bro. It's like that's the lie that's constantly told to you, because within their verses, they're telling stories about them getting money or other people trying to get money and ending up in worse situations. Do you know what I mean? Like to only be calling up women when you're bored, or to only be smoking weed when you're bored, you've got to be in a pretty dark place. Do you know what I mean? Because you should be doing those things when you're up top in terms of feelings. Do you know what I mean? Let's go. Ride it out.
Lutna mirë mu kon familja, qyr zotit po anë ekipa, porët jën terapi bro.
Porët jën terapi bro. Porët jën terapi bro. Porët jën terapi bro. Porët jën terapi.
Nice simple directing by Veton Bekteshi as well. Nice simple directing, I enjoyed that, genuinely enjoyed that. So, what did we learn? We learned that Buta and Ego both together make a perfect little track. That's like a nice little, you could drive to that, or you could just chill and smoke to that. I like the directing as well, obviously directed by Veton was his name, Veton. Beautiful job, it was just simple. When you're doing something that, like even the beat was simple, just guitars, a few little 808 drum patterns, nice, you know, nice and simple. So the directing didn't need to be anything too much. If there was like a storyline to follow, it might have taken away from the substance within their music, do you know what I mean? But to be fair, I didn't really look at the music video that much, but it looked very simple. Whenever I did peek my head up, I'm always going to be more interested in what somebody's saying than the aesthetics of it, you know? I'm not really interested or I don't know, impressed by that sometimes, but not all the time, especially not in rap as well. Like, it's about the message, do you know what I mean? I feel like too many people try and go for the aesthetic, and then the message is completely, like there is no message, do you know what I mean? And there doesn't have to be, because the production was so big. I don't know, I'm talking off topic now. Anyway, it's been your boy TeddyGrey stuff. You might see me on crossover very soon.